lads, so alongside the resurrection news that we did get this morning, for some reason, keep in mind it's the 11th of November. We don't normally get mid-month news till the 13th, but we have the mid-month banner announcement. I've already seen it because I wasn't expecting to get a mid-month banner, but look at this, boys! Look at this! This is gas! So, our new mid-month banner is Kaname, Aizen, and also Gin. This is amazing. This is the banner that I think a lot of us have been waiting a very long time for. Not only is this the first time we're getting the kid Gin and Kaname from this particular arc, it's also like our second form of Aizen from the past. The last version was a 4-star, so I am all for this particular banner. Like, they might be mid because it's a mid-month banner, it's whatever, but like, I'm just so happy that these 3 characters are getting a banner, and the fact that they're focusing on this particular banner. This is great. Despite us, 7 years later, basically, in Bleach Braces, we're still getting new characters. And that's what I love about this. And hopefully it means this was actually worth the wait. I do want to quickly mention too, now that we're getting a Gin and Kaname, I was somewhat expecting a Spirits Off every banner at the end of the month. Maybe a Safui Gin and Kaname. But since we got them here, maybe it's going to be a minute before we get Safui Gin and Kaname. Because I doubt we're going to get a back-to-back Gin and Kaname. But regardless, this is a free character banner. Drops on the 16th. So again, for some reason, they announced it today. I guess on the 13th, it's a Sunday, there'll be a way. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just out on the weekend. But we are going to react to the gameplay tomorrow. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, so I won't have time to get the gameplay out too. Could do it in this video, but I like to, separate the reaction and stuff like that, so we can mostly just focus on the visuals, right? I want to highlight both of the aspects of the character, the skills and strong attacks, and then focus on the gameplay tomorrow, right? So, with that said, let's check out the new characters. Envy said Aizen is top 2 speed. We'll be the judge of that. We'll find out. But I'm excited. So, for starters, we have Aizen, a ranged strong attack character. All attacks inflict rain, and especially we have the chance to instant kill. Hopefully the super killer, that would be actually squad 0. We get an SP character for Brave Hours. That'd be cool. I doubt it. Let's see. So, strong attack recharge minus 14%. That's actually quite good. We don't have many recharge. We do have a lot of recharge links, but it's nice to get more 14% recharge links, right? Especially because he's a premium character. Again, that's the great thing about this character. The last 2 banners too. We made our tier list video yesterday. Mayuri's banner and also the mid-month banner with Kensei stuff. They're all premium characters, so I'm kind of hoping to see some good valued characters here. And usually for mid-month, we get characters like this with like the wonky killers, Squad 0, Sparta Captain, so I'm not really surprised to see Squad 0 here. So strong attack recharge minus 14%, that's not too bad. He has 100% poison duration, sprinter +1, and when at full stamina, you have a 40% strong attack damage. Oh my god, bro, what are these characters doing, fam? Hello? Again, it's so annoying, right? So he gets poisoned in arena. It's so annoying that they give all these characters, like mid-month characters, all these insane damage numbers, but where's the Havoc blood? It's so annoying. It's not a big a deal, but still. So this character has Squad 0 killer, so he's going to be good for the Squad 0 guild quest, but regardless of that, this character comes with a 40% berserker, does have guard break and also hit enemies, full stamina damage. On top of that, when you're at full stamina, you have a 40% strong attack damage increase, frenzy +1, and also the spiritual pressure boost. Wow, this character has a lot of ways just to hit super hard. If he has some good strong attacks here, he is a ranged character, so he might be full of range collision. Hopefully not though, but this is actually quite good just from the looks of it. And at the same time, he also is a character that has drain on every single attack, so this character can be non-stop healing. And that's what I like about that, right? This character wants to stay at full stamina to get that 40% strong attack damage buff, and he's going to have a super easy time staying at full stamina. It's one of the main reasons why I like 6th anniversary Aizen, and also someone like Aaroniero, for example, because drain is a very powerful stat as well, just for quality of life. Like the fact you could get hit, lose your full stamina damage, but then all you have to do is basically use like 1 strong attack on a wave of enemies and boom, you're back up to full stamina. It's really cool, and I love characters like that. If we use the most recent Mayuri and also Kensei, for example, those are 2 characters that also want to stay at full stamina, but they don't really have like reliable ways to get back to full stamina. So if you take a few hits, you're going to be losing out a lot of DPS. In Aizen's case, he's never going to have that situation. You take a hit, it's fine. Just use 1 strong attack. Hopefully he has some type of Vortex SA2 similar to Aaroniero, and that's going to be very good for inflicting stats and just going to make him, again, a lot more reliable. And then again, in arena, he does actually pick up poise, which I guess is nice, and also does get additional 90 SP when you do get him to arena rank 5. Unfortunately, it's a strong attack damage buff, so that's not really the most reliable link, but for himself, it's just extra bit of stats, which isn't really too bad. And I'm kind of curious who's going to be the arena character banner if we do get one. So next up, we have Gin. It's going to be super weird to see a kid get in this game, I'm not going to lie. So, he is a melee strong attack character. All attacks inflict lacerate, and he has a new soul trait, Heart Droplet Drop Rate plus 30%. And what killer do you have? No affiliation. So, Kind of interested to see what gameplay he's going to have. Now, I'm expecting actually this character to be kind of mid. Since he was given the hot droplet skill, he's probably just going to be designed to be a farmer or more so a Link, not really to be a character that's good. Best example is the most recent Rose. As a character, he's quite average, but he just increases all the drops for a lot of different things. So in this case, he's the hard droplet drop rate, the first of its kind, going to be a very good link for just farming droplets, for example. You can use, we have a few of these droplets right now, and again, what I like about this is that it's another premium character. Thus far, every character with the droplet drop rate soul trait have been premium. So in a couple months from now, when these characters start to become a tad bit more common, you're going to get them from tickets, they're going to be featured in banners, and I like this because you want to use them as links, you want to try and collect most of them, and the fact that they're just making them premium is good. They could have easily made these like for end of month characters, made them hard to get, but they're kind of making it easy for us to get to a certain extent, right? But other than that, this character does come with read all affiliation dodges, and we have seen that quite a bit in the last month or so. Best example was the most recent Shinji, 1000 Year Blood War Aizen, and also the most recent 1000 Year Blood War Ichigo, where they all have read all affiliation dodges. In this case, he's the mind character, so he's going to be good to have too, because at least for me, when it comes to farming those weekly scrolls to go through those dodge enemies, the ones I normally farm the most are focus scrolls, SP scrolls, and also attack scrolls. And since he's a mind character, he's someone that you want to bring to farm SP scrolls, one of the more valuable ones, right? So because he has read all affiliation dodges, that's going to add some value to this particular character. Like, you might not actually ever want to use him, but you are going to use him. You're going to use him basically weekly to farm those affiliation scrolls and attribute scrolls, and then at the same time, you're also going to use him as a link to farm droplets, or just use him as a character if you enjoy playing as Kid Gin, which we haven't had a chance to do in 7 years of Bleach Brave Swords. Looking at his skills, though, he also does come with... He's a lethal character, too! Okay, ooh, okay. I like that. All right, that's not too bad. So you can also use them to farm epic grades. That's cool. I like it. Now, I'm expecting this character to get outclassed. Not outclassed in a way, but... So he's going to be a really good character to farm epic grades in, right? Because he has the hard droplet drop rate and also link shot potion. You're getting both of those. In epic grades, you get both droplets and also link shot potions. That's cool. But we also saw with Uryu that Uryu has all three. Super link shot, and also droplets. So I'm expecting the limited time characters, whenever we might get our next set of characters like that, like Uryu, to have all three. Whereas these characters, the premium options, are only going to have two, which is perfectly fine. And of course, he does come with the strong attack recharge minus 12%, and also an additional 20% strong attack damage that he busts the entire team. And again, just like Aizen, in Arena, you pick up points. But at the same time, he's also a better Link in Arena. He's a strong attack recharge minus 7%, and also 90 additional SP. So I kind of like that. I do want to mention his damage output is quite low, only a 60% Berserker. When it comes to epic raids, especially if you're using these characters to farm the awakened epic raids, you want to have some gimmicks, right? Maybe like weakened defense, maybe a debuff SA2 or Sword Bomb. That's what you like to see. In this case, this character doesn't hit ridiculously hard. I think he's quite an okay character for the most part, and that's perfectly fine because he does come with two farming skills, but I would have liked to see a tad bit more damage. Like, imagine this Aizen, for example, with all this damage output, had the power link shot potion and also droplet skill. That would have been great to see, and that's what I want to see with these characters. But again, it's a decent payoff. They do less damage, but they also increase the drops you do get. So you can kind of use both. Like, you can use Aizen to farm stuff quick, but you're getting less drops, or you can farm slower and get more drops with Gin, for example. So yeah, it looks like a pretty solid character. Definitely someone that I could see myself using weekly for the affiliation scrolls. Also just a good link for droplets, right? And at the same time, you can also use him if you don't have someone like White Day Toshiro to farm link sort and also droplets in epic raids. Good link in Arena. Overall, just a very solid character. And then lastly, we have Kaname. Excited to see this one again. It's the first time we're seeing this version of Kaname in game, and he's a normal attack damage character. Kind of unfortunate because the last Kaname was a normal attack damage character, but I have hope that now that the last two Kanames were NAD-based, the next Kaname, the Spirits Are Forever With You one, whenever that happens, it's been 8 months, by the way, 9 months since we received our last Beyond Bankai Captain, he's most likely going to be a ridiculously strong SP character, right? One could hope. But regardless, I'm sure Kaname fans are happy to get this version of Kaname, right? So, melee normal attack character, all attacks inflict weakening, and he also does come with the team attribute character normal attack damage. What killer? Is it a Sparta? A Rankar? Okay, and you're melee. That's unfortunate. Because I was going to say this character would have worked really well with 1000 Year Blood War Aizen, because they're both technique, both a Ranka killer, but unfortunately, different ranges, right? Aizen is ranged, this character is a melee character. Unfortunate because they would have paired well, he would have buffed Aizen's attack, which would have been more insane, but that's fine. So I assume you're going to be immune to freeze. Yes, you are. Poison Sprinter +1 is a 30% no attack damage soul trait. Again, love to see premium characters get this instead of limited characters. And with this particular Kaname, if you do own someone like Abirama and also Geo, you can now have access to 90% normal attack damage through soul traits. That's kind of crazy. Other than that, though, let's look at the skills. So he does appear to be a guild quest character for the immediate Aaroniero week. Come with Flurry +1, a 30% bruiser, basically 60% with the soul trait. Start barrier, which I guess is kind of cool. Not sure why he has that, to be fair. It's alright. It's like, doesn't really make a difference, to be fair. I guess you can keep the full stand, but in the immediate Aaroniero week, you're most likely going to be using someone like Rukia, for example, where you can just freeze and keep him safe anyway. But I guess that extra bit of survivability is nice so he can keep the full stamina, because that's what you're probably going to give him when it comes to bonus abilities. And then he does do 30% more killer effect, 50% in guild quest, 10% more melee damage, 30% in guild quest, and also does buff the team. So basically, what, 80% bruiser? That's not bad with Flurry +1, and then more killer effect. This character's gonna be good. If you need a melee Aaroniero character for guild quest, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be dishing out a lot of damage. And again, the fact that it's a premium character, I like that. It's just nice to see these characters have some usability in that particular game modes. The banner itself is quite mediocre, if I say so myself. I like that the, what's his name, Kagarosa is there. Shuhei, kind of mid. Findor, decent, like he can be used. Like, he has some good usability, but you're never probably ever going to use him. And then these three characters are kind of just okay at best, right? Again, as always, when it comes to premium banners, these characters are good. You probably want them eventually, and you're going to be happy to pull them. Like, I could see myself using all three of these characters, but guess what? You don't pull for them. That's just how it is, right? Premium characters are good, but premium banners are not. It's that simple. These are characters that you're just going to pick up later on as you do go through with summon tickets or later as a filler. But with that said, we'll hop on over to BBS Simulator to check out the characters' strong attacks. In this case, 2 of the 3 characters are SP based, so we do want to see if they have some good attacks. Mainly Aizen though, let's be honest. Now, I do want to mention the timing for these characters are actually quite good. The timing for like all 9 characters, our last premium characters, will all be like just really well timed, right? We're kind of getting characters based on the episodes in terms of their appearance, right? We did somewhat see Rose and Shinji appear in one of the episodes, so they got a character. And then we also, last episode, saw something related to Mayuri, Akon, and also Kisuke. And then I guess because of that, they got new characters. And then we're kind of seeing the same thing here. No spoilers, but we are eventually going to get something related to the past in some upcoming episodes. So I guess they're kind of just getting them out now to prepare for that. So they have like something related to that in-game. But our first character we're going to check out is Kaname. This is all in the name of justice. Pretty cool arc if I say so myself. So looking at his attacks, normal attack string is actually not too bad. Unfortunately, does he have long reach? I don't think he does. Not the end of the world because he is designed for guild quest, but it would have been nice. Oh, he doesn't even have guard break actually. Yikes. Or does he? What's his he does not have guard break. Okay, so that kind of sucks to a certain extent. Not the end of the world because you want to use him in guild quest and that's where he wants to be used and he's going to be good in that particular quest, but it would have been nice if he had guard break. So I don't really mind it. It's not a big of a deal. I wouldn't use him outside of guild quest anyway, but that's just me. So Night String looks quite normal, just a 375 radius. SA1 appears to be a beam in front of him, which isn't too bad. SA2 is at 800 AoE in front of him, and we can see that both Aizen and also the Gin don't have that SA2, which is fine. And then his SA3, it does appear to be a full screen. Okay, next we have Gin. Artwork, really liking the shading on that particular art. He looks kind of cool. I'm excited to check out the gameplay. So I've made up my mind I'm going to be a Storybook. Cool. Would be nice if we could get a kid Rangaku too, or a young Rangaku. Now, as for his attacks, his SA1 is going to be a lunge forward. Probably makes sense. SA2 is going to be a kind of like a vacuum vortex. It's kind of a short one. Not too bad. And we can see Aizen has that as SA1, which is actually quite good. As we did mention, Aizen wants to inflict status summon, so having some type of vortex attacks is always going to be good. And his SA3 is a kind of a full screen in front of him. Without Havoc, what actual range does it have? 900? 975 in front of him. That's not a bad kit. Again, he's not a character you're going to actually use quite a lot in terms of how good he is, but that's not bad. It's good enough to be used. He has guard break, some respectable damage buff in the team, and again, is increasing the link shot potion and also drop that you do get. So again, looking pretty solid, all things considered. And then last, we have Aizen, who hopefully has the best kit of all 3. So I can make anyone mistake any phenomenon for something else at will. This is the true power of my Zanpakuto Kyokusugetsu. And that art looks really cool. I am so down for this, man. Like, having Aizen in Lieutenant outfit, that's sick. I'm down for this. I love this. The more I look at this, the more I'm a fan of his artwork. This is actually really cool. It's a very, plain premium artwork, but it looks nice. It looks nice. Definitely going to go hard in thumbnail. So looking at his attacks, let's see what he does have. So for starters, no attack string, very similar to these characters. just the normal range attack. SA1 is the Vortex environment, as we already mentioned, not too bad. SA2 is a 3,000 or 2,500 length beam in front of him, and then his SA3 is a force free in some. Literally the exact same kit as Mayuri. If you played with Mayuri, Aizen's going to play the exact same. It's a pretty good kit. It just really depends on the activation time for his attacks. That's not too bad. Definitely would have preferred a better SA2 and then better SA1. Maybe if you had the beam SA1 and then as a short SA2, like the Vortex, I would prefer that. But this is still a good kit regardless. It's still definitely good enough to be used. Aizen looks strong. Aizen actually looks very strong. I'm liking it. Definitely has a lot going for him. The only thing that's weird about him to a certain extent is the Squad Zero killer. Of course, it means he can be using that guild quest, but so can Yamamoto, right? Yama just like basically solos that entire guild quest. Maybe if they separate the guild quest, because right now it's Human, Quincy, Sternritter, Squad Zero killer. If they ever separate them, then I think the value for this character is going to get a bit higher because he will be one of the better Squad Zero killers. But as of right now, at least for me, I don't really have a use of him because I have Yama. But hopefully his gameplay is fun. As of right now, he looks very solid. I'm down for it. I actually really like this banner. So with that said, lads, that was the video for today. Just checking out the 3 new characters. For some reason, 2 days earlier on the 11th, it's still dropping on the usual 16th. Maybe because it's a Sunday, they didn't want to, like, you know, release them. But one interesting thing to know is that this banner will be here till the 27th, which is when the end of month banner gets announced. Obviously, for the most part, it is a very easy skip. There is some value to be had here with these 3 characters. But having said that, I'm pretty sure the Gin, Aizen, and Kaname fans are going to summon. Like, I know people ain't going to miss up an opportunity to get a Lieutenant Aizen, a new Kaname, or a Kid Gin. For me, though, it's going to be a skip, but I'm definitely going to be happy to pick these characters up in the future. But with that said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these characters, and I'll see you lads next time. Take care, and peace.